You see, in this video, I will not go to the schedule, okay, or the props. We will start only by simple oil.data. Okay, but you get this, right? This is for the block size, dx, dy, and then dz. You can see here we have dz of 25. Here we have dz of 28, just like what we set. And for the baffle section, I make a thin baffle, thin layer, okay, which is a tight thin layer with thickness of 0.3. This is important for our experiment. Okay, so it's like this, the depth, okay, and then the tops starting from 2660, net to gross, everything 1, porosity, homogeneous 0.2, permeability along X and Y 200, it's homogeneous, but we have heterogeneity in Z direction, where we have a tight, thin layer there with permeability of only 1 millidarcies. Okay, and after we initialize the model, we have the calculated properties, the pressure, okay, starting from this 1100, just like what we set here in equilibrium, 1184, right? Very close with that after calculation, and this is saturation of oil. We have high saturation up there, but here we have very low oil saturation. Why? Because we are below the water oil contact. Okay, we set the water oil contact at depth of 2852, so it's around this location. So you have high water saturation there. Okay, all right. And at the lowest part, you have water saturation at, you know, at the maximum water saturation, or the oil will be at the residual oil saturation at the lowest part of the reservoir. It's already water layer. For gas, 0, it's a simple model. Okay, bubble point also, because we make PBVD, bubble point pressure versus depth, we input 0, right? But we can modify it later. So that's why we input 0. Here in PSIA, it's 15 or 14.7. Okay, and the rest are the calculated properties. Okay, and of course, it is also important to know the oil in place, because of course it will involve or it will influence later on our production. But we will not run the model now because I just want to concentrate on the data set. So this is the oil in place distribution. Down there we have low oil in place, of course, and up there we have relatively high or the highest oil saturation, oil in place, compared to, oh no, sorry, we have higher in place there because of course we have a thicker layer. Okay, and then mobile oil in place, gas in place, and so on and so forth. Okay, and another thing is fluid properties.